This first tape I was talking about.
That was your previous
The
life,
next
right?
morning, I nearly died again. Only it only took just a matter of seconds.
Oh.
And by the time I got to where I had my flesh was all dead. I couldn't feel anything but my teeth and my bones. That's all I could feel. I thought, oh my God, can I get back? Can I get back? And I started thinking, what did I do? What did I do to set this off? And boy, I'm telling you, I felt like the most fragile person in the world. I mean, if just a thought could kill me. So the doctor came in.
If thoughts could kill you, you'd have been dead years ago.
I told him that I had nearly died again. And so you can see why all of my concentration was toward staying alive.
Staying alive.
Staying alive, yes. Staying alive. So after that, I started developing this, all my, now my mother used to have these premonitions. She would start saying, well, I feel like somebody's going to die. I feel it. And then pretty soon somebody died, she'd say, that was it. That was the one.
That's called premeditated murder. Don't you get it?
No, it's not.
There's a legal term for
She didn't kill them. They just died. And I started noticing that
You'll believe anything.
I had similar feelings as she did. I would start sensing in a different kind of way than she did, but I would sense that something was wrong. And I remember this, I wasn't very old, I was in my 20s, and I started saying that somebody was going to die. And I told my husband, I told everybody, and I said, I could tell it was a younger person. They'd been sick, and it was going to be a tragedy because this person was so young. And I just had this heavy feeling that persisted, I'd say in probably 2 or 3 weeks. And then there was a shocking death, and I recognized the person as being the one that I was picking up on, sensing was in danger, was going to die. And he was a young man who had colitis very bad, and he kept telling people that
shot there, wasn't it? Yeah.
He kept telling people that he had this thing and they couldn't do anything about him. And one day he was only like in his early 20s, barely out of school, and they found him dead. Well, it was an awful shock. He was a handsome young man with life supposedly in front of him, and his death was just totally unexpected. But I'd sensed it, and from then on, all of my faculties were concentrated on keeping people alive. Well, when you just have to concentrate on keeping people alive and all of your faculties directed toward this purpose, you're not going to discover a whole lot other than the dangers. You're going to get to know a lot about the dangers that threaten. So all my faculties from that point on, I noticed, were directed toward keeping me safe, keeping people around me safe, keeping my family safe. I would have dreams. I even had a dream when, not a dream, but I had a message from someone told me about Kennedy, President Kennedy. Well, what they said was someone in governmental circles in their 40s, very theatrical personality, is going to die. And they told me this, almost tapped me on the shoulder, a messenger, and told me this. I was driving down the street, and I thought, oh my goodness, that somebody's been sent to tell me this. It's going to be bad. And I tried my best to think of who it could be so I could warn somebody or say something. But the theatrical personality clue threw me off because I kept thinking Hollywood. Somebody in Hollywood is going to die. But how important was that? Governmental circles could just, I'd say about 2 months later, President Kennedy was shot. And as soon as that happened, I thought, oh my God, that was it, because it was a death of such magnitude that the whole nation had reacted just like a family member died, or worse, and so there I was again, still getting these premonitions, but they were always about trying to keep people safe, keep him here longer. He's gone to sleep. And I maintain that we're not gonna.
No, I haven't gone to sleep. I don't want to be involved in this. I told you, the more you keep bringing this political thing up, the phone is gonna ring. You know that, don't you?
Yeah.
Because they've taped.
Well, you might wonder
They
why I
tapped my
always.
wires. They have. You see all of the sound crap around here? Don't you think they? I mean, you see this thing over here? This, what do they call it? A computer. It can pick up as well as receive. You know.
Well, one reason why
I
have
thought we
him
were talking about UFOs.
well, I'm trying to. How in the world can you? I can't even get on the. Well, you know, I did have a dream where I thought a spaceship. A spaceship came in, opened up. Somebody got out, and I saw them. And they also threw out some.
No, it was Encounters of the movie. Remember?
No, this is in my dream. And so this person walked down.
So you were sleeping
tried
at the
to
movies.
talk to me, called to me, and folks, I failed the test. I was so scared that I wouldn't look at this person. I just couldn't do it. I started running down the road, and this person, hey, wait, and I just left. I just couldn't talk to somebody from a ship from outer space. I couldn't even look at him.
If you spill this coffee on it, there will be a lawsuit on that.
And I thought, what a wonderful opportunity. Here I had the opportunity to talk to somebody from outer space. I ran down, and then I said, I've got to call who was it?
Wait a minute.
I've got to call the government and tell them.
Wait a minute.
A ship has come in.
Wait. Watch. You've been talking to somebody from outer space for several years now. You just don't understand it, see?
No, but I had the
space.
opportunity. Oh yeah,
I'm
I know
from
that.
inner space.
You're the closest
I'm
thing.
spaced out, baby.
Yeah. Oh Lord, listen. So anyway, I thought, and when I woke up, and so finally and then I heard that this person had gone and to stay with somebody there in town whose nerves were obviously better than mine, and they could take it. Because I asked the son, I said, did someone come to stay to your house that came in on a ship? And he said, and he just looked scared to death, like, oh yes, and they're staying at our house. And I thought, oh my God. Oh my word. And so when I woke up in this
They're
dream,
probably the inbred relatives, you know?
when I woke up in this dream, I thought, I cannot, I guess, you know, I failed the test, I'm not going to be able to. So you see, my nerves, my early life, my near-death experiences prevented me from being able to find out more about, you know, outer space.
And that's how you
couldn't do it.
That's because you hang around with me, and
Yes.
you know I'm from outer space. Look at all of the stuff around the wall.
Yes.
Does this look like anybody from inner space would do?
Yeah,
this?
no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
See, you defame my character on camera, and I really don't like that.
I know. I'm going to try to restrain myself. I'm going to let them draw their own conclusions. But see, he's a man, and I think it's very foolish for women not to do what they can for a man. They need a man in their life. He is the man in my life. I can't help what he says. I can't help how he denigrates me. You know, he doesn't take me serious. He kind of makes fun of everything I do.
Look, if I took you serious, wait a minute, I just have to think about something.
It's 10 minutes.
They wouldn't take me away. They'd put me right where we are here because, you know, the government stopped paying for insane asylums. So they put them into the, you know, where we live. And don't mention it.
And so, see, I am, you know, he says that I denigrate him. He denigrated me to start with. He's not taking any of this serious. No matter how serious it is, it's my life.
It's very serious.